And we are live here in Metamora, Illinois, with Westwood.
Hey, give me the microphone, lovely like Queen Lisa. So, hey, we're live right now. I just want to give a shout out to everybody in Metamora. Thank you, Dave, at the ring for allowing us to be here hosting. We've got, hey, man, if you're in Metamora, he's got some great specials every night. I'm not going to mention them, but you need to get in here and find out for yourself. Today, we have a fundraiser going on for the local scholarship fund, local businesses put together. We got a ribeye sandwich cookout. We've got $12 for one and 20 for two. All goes to a great cause. Get yourself here to Metamora if you're anywhere close. And if you're not close, you better get in the car and come in. So
here comes some more characters rolling.
Oh, we got more characters rolling in. We got. Listen, did we determine what's farther? Puerto Rico or California?
Or Florida.
Which one's farther? Puerto Rico? Puerto Rico. We got somebody from Puerto Rico here for the meetup. So that's the furthest distance anybody has traveled to Illinois.
You get it.
That's a son. We got people from Cali. We got people from the left coast. We got some people walking up right now. They're going to buy some ribeyes. So hopefully we can get them in here. Get in here and have a good time. We're here to talk about freedom. We're here to talk about cryptocurrency, silver, basically anything that the Vampire Casino.
Yeah. People watching online in the live chat, thanks for joining us. We wish you were here, and you can get here next time.
Yes, everybody in the live chat, next time, come be a part of the party. So I want to thank everybody out here. Give a big shout out. Dave at the room, thank you for allowing us to be here. It's a great time. It's the second time we've been here, and there's going to be many more to come. So, all right, we're going to go live. We might go silent a little bit. You might not hear us, but check us out online. Give us a like and subscribe. The lovely like point Lisa and me, Lent Westwood.
And if you're watching live, remember to grab a drink, grab something red, because we remember everyone deployed, and jump in the live chat. We'll be right back right after this. What's going on here? I'm out of here.
We'll make it up with our money. Hey, what are we doing?
Oh, we're back. Sorry. Good to be here.
You never know when you're going to go live.
You never know when you are live.
Hey, you.
How we won. How we won.
How we won. House. Where you at, bro?
Okay, you were here last time.
Why are you not here?
I thought you were going to end up at the after party. I didn't end up getting.
Hey, there's some EMT workers. We might need them later. Flag them down. I've been having a lot of drinks.
He's way ahead of me, folks. He's way ahead of me.
Is that what it is, EMT or EMS?
I don't know. You can ask them. But
it's gonna be a defibrillator. That'll keep him defibrillator.
Anyway, I wanted to say hi to you and your beautiful wife, and I did not get to say hi to you. So hello. JB, Silver Gem. And we have several of our friends that this is their first time being at the meetup. Benny Warrior 32 is here. Marky's here. I'm close. I'm trying to be good. I'm sipping.
Big shout out to Benny.
Deer hunting season, so Howie's not here this time.
Oh, he's a deer hunter.
Deer.
This already?
Yeah, Elmo. Wow, I thought it was a little bit later.
I think he's west of Illinois. We won't say where.
Okay.
But really, ready?
Crypto Experiences by St. Jerome is 15 feet away. Big shout out to Crypto Experiences by St. Jerome. He has been helping to promote the meetup. He's been doing really fun and funny little promo videos. He did one with a bee, and he did some other ones.
The bee one was pretty.
Yeah,
that's pretty funny.
Creative.
That's pretty funny.
So big shout out to him, and he always does a wrap up video. He's been taking pictures of everybody at the and we've been having some little pre-party
little warm-ups.
Little warm-ups.
Those are invite only, though.
Yeah.
So if you didn't get an invite, don't bother showing up.
That's right.
But you can come to the public meetup right now and get you some ribeyes
Everybody's
and have some
welcome
drinks.
to the public
Absolutely.
meetup. Yes. and people are talking about projects and different technologies. There's a lot of silver being thrown around and
A lot of it.
exchange. One of the things I went up to the bar to try to get
I
a
got a
drink.
bruise on my toe.
Oh, you do.
Oh, that's silver.
Silver
Falling.
bruise.
Raining
Falling
silver.
Raining silver. And I gave my
Raining.
dirty credit card, and they were like, "Oh no, we don't accept that. Cash only here."
It's like, oh,
I was like, "Oh,
well,
well,
this is
I need a little help from my
just
friend."
something else.
So, and
That's
there-
why it's going to be diversified, though, because you
Yeah.
never know what you're going to run it. So, because if I'm running a business, I'm going to be like,
I
you
would
can
do
pay
the
me
same
some
thing.
dirty fiat if you want. You know,
Doesn't
I
that
don't want
get
to.
into the fees? We
Well,
had
that's
this
it.
conversation
I know.
about fees.
Right. And that's what it comes down to. It's, how much does it cost? You think, oh, I get points back. Well, the merchant pays for the points when you're swiping the card. I mean, these companies are making money. Why do you think MasterCard, Visa, how do they make money? Well, all the swipes and the transaction are using their network. But you got to think about, okay, I get 5% back. Well, the merchant's got to be getting hit 10%. I shouldn't have put a mint in my mouth, and I apologize. I should crack it up and eat it.
Challenging.
I know. So anyway, I mean, you want to pay with Rocketbody, baby. But you want to pay with sound money for the digital age, something like Litecoin. You want to pay with something that is not going to cost the person providing the service any extra fee. And when you use a credit card for that transaction, the fee's built into it. I mean, and the merchant gets hit. And usually it's like 2%, 3%, maybe more. And so if it's $100 tab, they're losing $3. I mean, add that up over the night.
Every customer.
Yeah, so-
every transaction.
And especially with local businesses, you want to give them something that they get 100% of it. Otherwise, I mean, they're taking a hit, and it's hard enough with to survive.
Thank you,
after
Benny.
Thank you, Benny. Benny's hooking me up. He's hooking me up like a tow truck with drinks. I mean, they just keep coming. Everflow. Look, that one looks nice and amber color. Yeah,
Wow,
I like that.
a rainbow.
Yeah, man. But anyway, you definitely want to take care of the people that provide the services, because it's not easy running a business, and you want to pay them with something that is not going to, and a lot of people don't know that, these credit card fees, and the transaction cost, the merchant pays for it, the business pays for it, pay them in cash, pay them in silver, pay them in crypto. Anyway, I went off on a big tangent
but
because
that's
of that,
exactly what we
but
were
that's the
talking about,
reality.
and being able to do those peer-to-peer transactions as well, because like Johnny taught me about the chargebacks
Yeah.
and the risks that businesses take, especially the mom and pop businesses.
180 days, isn't it?
Yes.
So we could walk in today and run up a big tab and say, oh, we weren't there. We didn't do that. We, $500 bar tab. That wasn't me. And then you tell the credit card company, charge that back. That's fraud. And so they take it from the business up to 6 months after the fact. Yeah, and it's like, hey, I don't have this kind of operating capital to lose. Come on. Didn't say that right.
Mr. X says, which Trump are you voting for? I noticed they had the skinny Trump on
It's funny.
last night.
Spitting all over.
No, you're good.
I got my mints. But yeah, the Mar-a-Lago Trump with the pictures, he seems like he's really thin all the time.
The one last night was really thin. Was interesting. And I don't know what all that's about, if that's like protection thing, like, especially with them trying to pow him and all that. But I also noticed a lot of like weird comms, and I think I've talked to you guys about this before, like where, especially when he was in Pennsylvania, how he said, oh, you have to be careful how you say things. I didn't say the state of Pennsylvania. I just said Pennsylvania. And then it was like, now today, George DeSantis. George Costanza.
George Costanzas?
Oh, you
Can't
guys,
stand ya.
I have a little bit
Can't
of
stand ya.
hangover brain. I apologize.
What are you talking about? Ron DeSantis?
Ron DeSantis.
George Costanzas.
George.
Del Boca Vista Phase 4.
Oh, I think my brain is lacking a little oxygen. I apologize.
What you drinking, Lisa?
This is I did have a beer at the
I said one
at
beer.
the bar
One
earlier,
beer.
but this is my first drink here today. Okay. Anyway, that governor in Florida, he just
That guy.
initiated the National Guard to open and support the ports, which we've been talking about that it's a possibility, or my cuckoo conspiracy theory brain, because I had read something or seen something that there's a possibility that wasn't the ports aren't actually striking, but that's actually us taking back the ports, because we're moving back to America, making America great again. We're going away from the USA, the corporation of the U.S.
Maritime law
We're getting out of maritime law, and the military is taking over the ports. And right there, if the National Guard is taking them over, that is we the people. That's the military of we the people that is taking control of the port. And like you said, you said this on Hash It Out. Did you notice that it is the East Coast? Oh, look, yes. My thumbs upper. It is the East Coast and the southern ports that are being affected. So I don't know, you guys, is this happening? Are we living in the greatest time, possibly one of the greatest times here on Earth? I mean, a great transition of power to the light. Are we moving into the light? Like, this is pretty freaking amazing.
Dark to light, baby. Dark to light.
That's the path I'm choosing. That's the path
I'm
manifesting.
Well, I think that's right. You know, I talked about that a few times to where, and you brought it up with the Choose Your Own Adventure books. Yeah. And that's what it is. Our narrative is what we make it, you know, and I've always said we create reality. We have the energy. We are the source. I mean, that's why these vampires, you know, want to feed off of us, because they understand we are the energy. They're dead bodies, corpses that need us to give them, you know, what they need, because they can't produce. They hijack. They're just a bunch of shells of some sense of reality that they create, but it's not reality. But they want to make us give our energy to their system, their narrative. Well, create your own narrative. You got the energy. Well, fine. I'm going to do something else with it and make things different. Just like right here, the meetup would not happen if it weren't for someone taking action, meeting somebody, calling somebody, and say, "Hey, can we do it here?" And you know, and people not showing up. You know, if people didn't show up, here we are. You know, and it's all of us
Benny
making it
brave
happen.
enough to get on a plane.
Right. Benny, he's scared to death to get on a plane, and here he is. He's like, "Oh, I'm so glad I got on a plane." I thought, I knew you would be. I hate flying too.
We're all like more together through all of that, so it's been so much fun. Yeah, and Bonnie's here.
Bonnie is
Moto
here.
King
Moto King's here.
Charlie G, Polly B, my Charlie, St. Jerome, Medium.
Yep. Mom and Pop are over here having some ribeyes.
Miss Kathy and Pops are here. We got a bunch of friends here. We never know if we should like say who's here or if they don't want us to say who's here.
They might want some privacy.
Sometimes we're like
anonymity. You know, and that's why, you know, it's good to have some anonymity. Speaking of which, it is October, and I think Cake Wallet is going to introduce Mimblewimble, also known as VPM, Virtual Private Money. Robbie Coleman from the Litecoin Foundation coined that, which makes sense. You got a VPN, privacy, virtual private networks. We need money that's private, virtual private money. And that is what's going to happen here this month. It's important to be able to transact how you want to transact, because it's your energy. And if you've got an opportunity to do that in the digital world, something like Litecoin with the privacy of money, come on.
So Cake Wallet can be on any phone, Android and iPhone.
Yeah, they're very supportive of privacy and individual custody. The Light Wallet from the Litecoin Foundation, they said that by the end of the year, they'll have Mimblewimble fully implemented so that you've got privacy of money. I mean, that's the problem right now. I mean, I made a video earlier this week to where you put your trash out on the curb, and guess what? You got a 75-inch TV box out there. Well, somebody's like, well, you got a 75-inch TV box out there. I mean, you never know. You know, the things you put out in the trash on the curb, once you put it out on the curb, everybody knows what you have. And that's not a good thing sometimes. And it's the same thing with cryptocurrency, to where if they know your address and they see all the transactions you make, that's probably not a good thing. It's like giving an open, you know, like, hey, here's my bank book. Here, log into my bank account, see what I have and what I've done. Who wants to do that? And so it's important to have privacy. Otherwise, nothing works. I mean, none of this is going to work for us. I mean, digital money's not going to work. You need privacy. And so you got to look at a Litecoin, you got to look at a virtual money. I think it's very important going forward, especially watching what's happening in the world today. So do your own research, trust yourself, make your own decisions accordingly.
So yesterday on Hash It Out, I jumped in. Thanks for letting me jump in and join you guys. I always learn a lot watching. If you guys aren't following Blind Dave, go follow Blind Dave, and you can watch Westwood on there every Thursday. Steak is
4 p.m.
on there,
Central Time.
and Steak shares a lot of great information as well. And he was saying that Monero got delisted on Kraken.
I don't know. I know that Trezor has said that they're delisting as of February of next year Bitcoin Cash, Digibyte, and a couple of other Vertcoin, a couple of other ones. And I'm like, that's
What is that
interesting.
about?
But those are proof of work coins. Why would they delist those? I don't know. I see what's happening and what's coming. I see a point to where, and we talk about on Hash It Out, a point to where you're not going to be able to acquire crypto off exchanges. You're going to have to figure out ways to,
Peer-to-peer.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
really, I mean, it's going to be locked down. I mean, it really is. I mean, they're going to control it.
So do you see in that point, community will be really important, and
Absolutely.
it'll be about like finding groups on
Absolutely.
Telegram, using maybe things like eBay or community-based messaging services where
Hey,
you could
whatever you got to do.
auction, barter,
Yeah,
or
radios.
something like that to be able to
Right,
exchange
and I mean,
with
you're
people, right?
familiar with that, with you know, when you're going and buying, you know, the stuff from the state sales.
Yeah,
that
that's
kind
what
of
I'm
thing. You make great
imagining.
relationships. Yeah, and it is. It's a very decentralized world.
Right.
It's not always the most efficient. However, when you meet people that know people, and Charlie in the car business is like, yeah, go to this guy. He knows everybody.
Right.
He might not be the guy that can get it done. But he's the guy that can get you the guy
Who
that gets
knows?
it done.
Yeah.
And that's what you need
He
to
knows
do.
who to go to when
Right.
there's a hailstorm.
And when you're
get this
decentralized,
and that
I mean, think about it. I've dealt with, I'm not going to say the company. I bought a freezer 3 or 4 months ago, had nothing but issues. They finally fixed it after a few service calls, a back ordered part, all that stuff. Dealing with a corporation really sucks. I mean, it really does. Dealing peer to peer, I mean, you might think it's efficient to, you know, oh, have it delivered from this centralized company or have this app. No. When it's peer to peer, you'll get the answers and you'll get shit done. Sorry.
you'll get better service.
Yeah, you really will,
Yeah.
because somebody knows somebody that will get the job done and show up.
I'm drinking Tito's and soda and Sprite and a lime because I can't get my Waterloo here. But thanks for asking. Eat my steak. I wonder if that's our steak. Do you think that's Steak My Claim? Eat my steak?
Stake my claim is
If you eat my steak on
they might
YouTube.
on YouTube, because sometimes, yeah, I know different handles on different platforms. Probably. Let me go look at the chat. Thanks for showing up and
Yeah.
giving your energy. I thank
Thank you.
everybody here for showing up. I mean, they're out there eating ribeyes now. Look at
I know they all got sandwiches.
I know.
Which is wonderful. They're all helping.
we got medium in the front row,
Yes,
baby.
this medium let me borrow his cup because I forgot my red cup. So he let me borrow his. So he brought his Team Mighty cup. So big shout out. All our friends coming together.
It really is a. Let me mute this. I don't know why it's not
Oh,
muted.
that's why you had
Sorry.
that. I didn't know why you had the little focusing. Oh,
Well,
yes.
because I'm
Polly is
Westwood.
here.
You've seen the Digibuck, right?
I know.
The
All those
buttons have
pretty.
fallen off in this case.
Do you need anything? I'm good. Thank you. And Marky's here.
That's an
If
open-ended
you hear
question.
her, if you hear her
That's
famous
an open-ended question.
you will hear her.
Does it
famous
look like I
laugh.
need anything? I'm good.
I'm good. Thank you.
Did you get some ribeye? You go out there? Not yet.
Like,
not
I'm
yet.
good.
You're good. You're good. Okay. All right. The lovely Marky has flown in.
The lovely Marky has joined us.
Not Marky Post
You'll find her on Spaces on Clint Westwood's
on
Twitter.
Friday night
Spaces on Friday
spaces,
night.
and it gets a little crazy after
A little
midnight.
spicy.
A little spicy, but it's great. I'm good right now, Benny. Benny's just like, you want some more?
Benny's
You
the
want
drink-
some more?
He's the
He's a
drink
pusher.
hunter.
He's pushing me. I don't need pushing.
I'm ready.
Push it real good.
Yeah. Well, no, you just have to bring me a drink, and I'll pour it in.
Yeah,
here.
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
You got it. Benny's awesome. He's
Mhm.
the Californians.
Yeah,
in Illinois.
Gray, California. We're missing one. No, we're missing 3 people. They have not recovered from last night.
Well,
I shouldn't probably tell on them.
that happens.
We just won't say who it is.
It happens.
Let's get into a little news.
Yeah, where are we at today?
So
What's the state of the world today?
I did-
Look out here. State of the world is this. We got one stoplight in this town. And to me, that pisses me off that there's one stoplight. That's the kind of world I come from.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's a wonderful place. Really. Small town America.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you,
man.
honey.
I think I'm going to switch to gin and tonic after this with a lime.
Refreshing.
I know. It's a little dark energy. Been drinking the old fashions. You know, lighten it up a little bit.
So I heard that there was a fire chief, who was threatening to arrest people, which I don't believe fire chiefs can arrest people.
What's he going to do? Hose them?
And
Well, we've all been hosed for a long time, since
I was gonna
1913,
say,
actually.
that's something we all have in common. I've actually heard of it since 1871
Oh, it
or
goes back.
something. Yeah. But
Goes back to
there's
the Rothschilds. Actually, it goes back to Jesus turning over the tables and even further back. But anyway, world needs a lot of Jesus, just saying.
quite a while. But he was
Yeah,
threatening
black
to
Jesus,
arrest a.
We got white Jesus.
I can't let him get this far ahead of me on drinks. It doesn't go well. But he was threatening to arrest a helicopter pilot who was trying to rescue people in North Carolina.
You should be arresting helicopter moms. That's what should be happening.
He's so far ahead. But then I heard that he was actually removed. Like that We the People got together and they're like telling him enough, and and so there's some of these groups rising up, and I heard there's also a citizen group that's coming together that are going to be looking for possible undercover FBI agents that might allegedly be showing up at the
Mama told me.
polling stations, and that there's citizen groups that are like already planning on like getting together to be looking for them to like not let them get in the way of the vote. Like the people have had enough.
I think people have had enough.
So it'll be interesting.
I got the most votes of any president in history, more than any incumbent. And then he got more. How does that
What are you
happen?
talking about, Big Daddy?
Big Daddy. Big Daddy. Big T. Mr. T.
Big T.
I mean, you think about that, though. Really, he got more votes than any president in history, any candidate running for president in history. More votes. He got more. Usually, what happens is when you're an incumbent as a president, you tend to fall off in the second term because you're in there 4 years. You got to piss somebody off. Your policies are going to upset somebody. I think that's the video and the lovely. Hey.
Oh, announcement, Lord. He's lost his mind.
Auto shut off.
It's just, he's gone off the rails, you guys. I'm sorry. Hello, Blind Dave. Wishing you
All
were
right,
here.
we're done. We're done with the PA system. I'll
Okay.
tell you what. Well, I need a PA system. I need a new PA system. You ask me what I
I
need. That's
think
what I
you're
need.
loud enough without it.
I'm just
I
kidding.
don't think we need
No, you're good. Hang on. I got everything right here in my bra. Yeah, it's fine. So, way ahead.
Okay.
Way ahead.
Anyway, I was going to share some more news. The other big thing that people are talking about, Trump in his speech last night was talking about, and Elon has been retweeting the fact that Kamala has spent all of the FEMA money.
Kamala?
Yes, Kamala for everyone has spent all of the FEMA money on illegal immigrants. And so because of that, now there's no money for people with this emergency in North Carolina, Georgia, multiple states. And so the people are like devastated. And that actually it could be considered treason that they are allowing and supporting these illegal immigrants with the FEMA money, that could actually be considered treason allowing an invasion into our country and financing the invasion in our country. That could be considered treason.
You had one job to protect the border, and you failed.
To
Just saying.
protect the people. The president's job is to protect the people of America. And instead, they spent the emergency funds on illegal immigrants.
I know.
And so now there's dead bodies and babies.
Now, hang on. You mean all the non-U.S. citizens who are complying to the corporation that,
Right. We're all the word salad. Don't word salad on me right now. But anyway, so I thought it was interesting because I saw Elon tweeting about it. I saw this was very concerning. There was a guy behind Trump last night who was making these hand gestures, doing a shush sign, and then doing like this across his neck behind Trump. Okay, do you see this?
What's up?
He's doing a hush sign, and then he goes like this across his neck, like a cut your throat sign behind Trump at the Teamsters speak. Well, I noticed these two other people up behind the people in the green shirts, and one guy was writing messages on his phone, typing them, and he was doing the sign language for help. They've had enough. It's too loud. They can't do it.
That's too much.
You see the guy?
Yeah, I saw it.
Watch. And he was doing the one guy above them was doing the sign for help.
Yeah, look at this.
Watch this one.
This guy's moving. He's going down to put together his.
Shush. And then look at that.
Wow, this is messed up.
So one happened at Butler, the other one happened in Pennsylvania, and so they're like, Secret Service, you need to look into this. And I guess Elon is going to be, Trump's going back to Butler this Saturday, and Elon will be there this Saturday. Hey, Photo King here.
We got two big Doges in the house.
Two big
The
Doges.
two biggest Doges
Oh,
in the house, back in PA.
There's just a lot going on
look.
right now. They're out. They're cutting them out.
Look at her. See, this is right.
Oh, I know, I love her. She was mad at him earlier. He walked across the street without her and left her across the street.
Squirrel. False world.
Okay, during a draft, here's an investigation. This is where, you want to know where the money went? Not to help North Carolina. This is dollars stashed in the home of a member of Zelensky's party. You wonder why there's no money to aid hurricane victims?
Who's this?
This is the member of Zelensky's party.
Oh, well, yeah. You two need to get along. I love this. Last week when he met with Zelensky, it's like, oh, I see how it is. Takes two to tango. Oh, man.
Okay, look, this is where Elon tweeted about the treason. Where he
Look
was
at
like,
this.
treason. Allowing this to go on for 3.5 years is not just impeachable, it's treason.
It is.
Elon says treason.
You had one job.
So-
Protect the border.
On Monday,
Otherwise, you don't have an nation.
I am did a video, and he talked about in Romania in the late 80s, the president,
Shushevsky.
thank you. I'm
Shushevsky.
glad you said
That's something like that.
that.
It's like Worcestershire.
Yes,
Worcestershire or Worcestershire. What is it?
that he was actually
Probably an
shot
acronym.
by the military because the people finally rose up.
No.
Because he offered like
You got full
$100
Mussolini
And
hanging
so
upside down.
if the people will wake up and realize what Kamala and Biden have done, that it's time to say enough. They've not only allowed, but funded. They have funded
Billions. Tens, hundreds
Funded.
of billions.
the invasion of our country.
Allowed it.
And not just allowed
Encouraged
it, but funded it. Funded it. And now we don't have funding to help our own.
Mexico's going to have an invasion and you're going to pay for it.
I'm just so mad. And I can't hear singing. I feel like I'm yelling.
It's all good. Hopefully, in the chat, you don't hear the bar noise, and you
I
got
don't
it
know how
isolated.
loud it is.
Because this is a good
Yeah.
microphone if you got it set right. Hopefully it's set right.
Mhm.
I mean,
I checked
it
it.
usually it cancels
Usually
a lot
it
of that
does
out. It's just
cancel a
like
lot
this
of it
right here
out.
because it's loud in the back. It really is. People are shut. All these people can't shut up.
And now
Yelling,
Charlie
screaming.
P is
Oh
screaming.
yeah, all doing shots.
That's why I can hardly
Lord.
hear myself.
Roll Tide.
It's a little
We
hard
got
for
some
me.
big games this weekend. They're asking, how do you, anyway, I'm not going to go.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
Come to the room. He's got TVs everywhere. He's got some specials on Saturday, football Saturday. You can watch college football here at the room in Metamora. Dave would appreciate it if you showed up. I mean, it's a great time. He's got a good deal. Good deal. Nice place. Great road. Look at this. You watch all the cars go by. You want to people watch? Just sit here and yeah.
No, it's good.
Oh yeah, we're in our zone, baby. We got the Rand right here. He's
Someone is here.
some
We
guy,
don't know
some
if
guy,
they're
unknown,
unknown.
somebody from the Rand Corporation, government contracts.
And, this was interesting. So
George
Sam
Orwell.
Shared this. The guy running for Senate in Virginia, he literally says, "I recovered JFK Jr. in his plane."
Service in Navy Special Operations and so I paid back with 25 years of service in Navy Special Operations
They can hear.
as a Navy diver. And so I paid back with 25 years of service in Navy Special Operations as a Navy diver. I recovered John F. Kennedy Jr.
And they say that
and
they
his
say it to me,
plane.
and I'm like,
And
I
then
love
as a
being here. I
EOD
love-
tech, I defused
I'm like,
bombs
I
for our
love-
SEAL teams and
I
Special
do.
Forces
love
teams
you.
because I
I
wanted to
love
pay.
everybody in the chat. I love everybody who shows up because you're all giving energy. It's really what you're doing. You're giving time that you could be spending somewhere else here with us. And I mean, these people, they've I mean, overcome anxieties, and getting on planes and buying tickets and, all the things to get here. And once they get here, they're like,
And
so glad I
everybody's
came.
so glad
So
you
glad
came.
I came.
Yes. So if you have
Why
any,
did I worry about
yeah,
all this?
if you have any doubts about like coming because you're worried that, oh gosh, I'm anxious about showing up, or oh, I don't really know those people. Like once you're here, you're family.
Right.
So
That's it. Big
just
hugs,
show up. It's so much fun.
bone crushing hugs if you're
Yeah.
Marky.
She's so tiny. Yeah. Here's another group that I really love. I wanted to share this news with you guys, and you'll be hearing more and more about this. There is my dear friend W.R. Billingsley. He's been at Meetup before.
Barbara Billingsley.
William Billingsley.
Oh yeah.
He's my friend that is a fellow Veritasium token holder in the very community. So the SEC Jorge Pinheiro invited to the scrutiny of New York's Attorney Grievance Committee, and you are invited to be a witness. We're all invited to be a witness. So as a
I'm about
very
to say, can I get a witness?
as a very token
I bet we
holder, because there are things that so he made allegations against Veritasium or against Reggie patents like not going to be filed and all this kind of stuff, and because of that, with me being a token holder, I was harmed by those actions. Like I could have been, thinking I should sell my token. The cost of my price could have gone up on my token. My ability to use my token.
Hang on. Breaking news: Vice President Kamala Harris, Michigan leaders host rally in Flint, Michigan. 623 watching live right now.
Care about her.
Don't switch
Anyway.
over. Stay with this.
So you guys really should check into this. If you feel that, you should consider looking at this proposal and be a witness of this grievance committee proposal. There's a link in the bar complaint. And just see if this is something that applies to you. I know it resonates with me. for sure. So I'll be looking into this as well. I have it pinned on, or not pinned, but I have it retweeted on my Twitter, and I'll be sharing it in my Telegram group. It's very interesting. It's very well written and very complete. And there was, this is a group that claims, the SEC claims to protect we the people and investors, and instead they brought harm to a lot of people. And patent holders are what innovates America and moves America forward, and instead they're attacking the innovation in America, and it's shameful, to be honest. So I encourage everyone to look at that. Really take a minute to look at that.
There's just some good music playing. Sorry, I'm getting distracted.
I know you're very distracted.
I'll never be a bee. If you're anywhere near Metamora, Illinois right now, you need to come get some of these ribeyes. I see people kind of floating in, walking across the street, jaywalking. Thing is, you're probably not going to get a ticket if you jaywalk in Metamora.
This was me at the
You
farm.
might be all right.
Telling everybody to get here earlier.
All the GMO corn in the background. That's not my
I
corn.
don't know. I'm not.
That's not my corn. That's not my corn.
I'm not calling any names about the corn. Let's see. What else can we share? There's a story that I can't talk about on the channel that I did post in the Telegram group.
We're fuzzy sounding, says Monica.
I'm sure it is.
It's probably, we got a lot of background
There's a
noise.
lot.
I mean, we really
Really
do.
loud.
There's a lot
Yeah.
of background noise. I mean, that's why we do it at the bar. I'll tell you what, if you want to hear a crisp, clean, polished podcast or stream every Friday around 5, 6-ish Central Time, watch the lovely Litecoin Lisa on her YouTube channel
Oh, thank
and the semi not deteriorating Clint Westwood from his bar. And we do this live every
Yeah.
Friday.
every Friday. And
Yeah, not in a
not
big
in the
public
actual
bar. No, it's a
public bar.
much more,
Yeah.
not as fuzzy. No fuzz zone. Oh, thanks, Monica, though. Yeah, I get it. It's probably pretty loud. There's a lot of people here. It's pretty good. Pretty good time. I don't know if they're here for the ribeye or if they're here to for something else.
Okay, I'm trying to make sure I did the best. I think the U.S. did some strikes. They shouldn't have probably.
We got people rolling in right here.
More
They're gonna get there and get you a
people
ribeye.
rolling in.
Like they rolled out of Florida. Where we at? What are we doing?
I'm trying to
What's that?
catch up on
What's that?
any other news. I
We
think
work the
that's
chat. Oh, good. Yeah, she moved the microphone closer,
I
Monica.
tried to move it closer.
It probably was picking up a lot of background noise. It usually cancels it out pretty good, but yeah, it's loud. I don't want to, everybody's having a good time. Keep the music going.
Yeah.
Yep.
We have a really good group this time. It's grown over time. So this is something we've invested in the community, and like over the years, we just continue to show up, and the community shows up for us. And we've really got a really strong group. We've shown up for each other when times were fun, times were down. And this is one thing. No, I'm good. Do you need another drink? Benny's asking.
I know.
Yes.
Yes.
So this is one thing that I think is really important, because we know that it goes in cycles. Crypto goes in cycles. Silver
Yeah.
goes in
Everything.
cycles.
That's
All of
that's
that.
life, though. It's just
Yeah.
painting our emotions. That's all these markets are. It paints our emotions and who we are as human beings. And so we have to learn to defy the emotions almost, because we get too passionate one way or the other. And so it's like, oh my gosh, I need to buy. It's like, you probably shouldn't buy. You might want to think about selling soon, because anyway.
Well, but my point is that when we're in this down cycle, we get to really spend time together and get to know each other and learn. Use
I'm
this time
all
to
in on
learn.
the down cycle,
Yes.
baby.
Yeah, and we really get to know each other and invest in each other. And then when things go and start pumping, you're gonna see this different. We've been there when everything's sky high
Oh,
and
it's just
all
crazy.
the chills are in and all the games are
Oh
flying
yeah, they got you.
and everybody's pumping.
Join this, join
yeah.
that. They give me my monthly subscription to
And
this and
we
that.
smile and nod and we know who the true blues are. And that's when like
That's when you know who does not leave the community
Yeah.
behind, because there are people
Mhm.
who,
and that's when
there
we
are
know who
vampires
to
everywhere,
invest in.
big ones and little ones.
So I don't know. It's just it's a really important time to be there for each other, and the longevity and building those relationships are just really important. So I don't know. It's really fun. I
It
love
is. It's the energy. I mean, I tell you what, looking across the bar at Benny, and he's like, I just love you guys. I'm so glad I came. It's just, to me, I'm like, oh my God, you know, I do this. It is. It's why I do this. And so many of us, we can go on our own path and say, you know what, F everybody else. I'm going to do my own thing. I'm sick and tired of all the bullshit. But you know what? We don't, because we have hope for, humanity, and we want to find like-minded people like ourselves. It's hard to do, because everybody you talk to who comes to these meetups, they have the same story, to where, man, I cannot have this discussion with any of my friends, any of my coworkers, not even my spouse sometimes. And then you get to a point where you find other people who feel the same way, and it's like, I'm not alone. And it makes me emotional, because
it. Thank you, Benny.
I'm getting emotional over here. It's all these drinks, I guess. Now, it's people like Benny that make me emotional, because there's such heart and such just life that's in humanity, that all they've tried to do is stamp it out, because they're vampires. That's really what they are. They have nothing. They have nothing to offer. They want to take it from you and feed off of you. And we've just got to embrace each other and find each other. And the power, it's just the energy that comes together. It's like Wonder Twin powers, activate, form of an ass-kicking machine. That's what we need to do.
That's right.
So,
We're there. We're there.
yes.
We're there.
Uncle Steve in the house.
Steve's
Right there.
in the
Right there.
house. Here's more good news to encourage people. Georgia Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger served at home. Served him at home in the latest lawsuit that alleges thousands of invalid registrations of state voter rolls. Like there are good things happening to bad people. Is that the right thing? Are there good things?
There are good things that are going to happen
people?
for us to bad people.
To bad people. I think that's right. Yeah, I think that's right.
All the prepositions.
All the prepositions. I think this is it. So we're here. We wish you were here too. I am.
Oh man, I want to see how I am in person.
I know, me too. I can't wait.
Happen. That's it. It's like,
Yeah.
it's timing is everything. We got into crypto at different times. We got into different things.
Yeah.
We met. Trust the plan. The universe will take care of it. Let's let it happen.
Good stuff. All good stuff. All good stuff happening.
Is this not a great small town?
I know. I can't wait to move to my little small town. If you guys have not watched this video,
Melodial title. Get it.
This was very interesting. Okay, so Uncle Cliff had us watch this video from Dr. Jack Cruz.
That's everybody's talking.
Everybody's talking about.
It's like 4 hours, but man, I couldn't stop listening.
You have to watch
It
it.
was like a bottle of scotch. Might take me 4 hours to get through it, but I can't stop drinking from it.
Well, so then I went and followed him on Twitter and started reading through his Twitter thread. The guy is literally a brain surgeon. He's a neurosurgeon.
Literally. I'm a brain surgeon.
He is genius. He's spicy as hell. He's like a rebel.
Shall we say feisty and spicy?
Well, yeah, maybe.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. But he is just really brilliant. I think he's gonna, it took for the revolution to happen. It took these rebellious people that would push
that
back.
fire in the belly, just don't
Yeah.
give an F and just wanting to,
The people
no,
that will,
no,
and he,
F you,
and he
no.
talks about in the video, they needed to know who would resist.
Right,
Part of the
Yeah.
jab was seeing who would resist.
exactly. Who's compliant?
Who's
I,
compliant and
I
who's
just
not.
want to go along because
And
the
they talk
system
about
still
the
kind
MK
of works.
Ultra.
I'm highly
Right.
invested.
They talk about MK Ultra, and
Mind
they
control.
needed to know who was
Yes.
going to resist and who wouldn't, and all that. And like, part of this is like, it's biblical. It's the test. All of this stuff.
All
Like,
the things.
if you guys haven't watched that video, go watch it. It's in my Telegram. There's a link to my Telegram in the description of this video. It's free. Educate yourself, set yourself free. But anyway, then so while I'm like Twitter stalking him and trying to learn all I can about him, I ran across this. And like I said, Trump's talking all about this, like getting out of maritime law. Last night he was talking about like, oh, the flag's flying like a drunk sailor. And we had been having this whole talk about like, oh, well, when
I
you're in
resonate
court,
with the drunken
you're-
sailor thing.
I know
really
you
do.
do. We were talking about when you're in court, you're in that maritime law, and it feels like you're navigating this weird
Yes.
word salad, whatever. Well, it's not supposed to be that way. Common law is supposed to be, you're supposed to be able to
It's
nail
like,
up the law.
it's like
on
the common tongue.
a
It's like
common tongue.
everybody gets
Everyone
it. A
should
commoner
be
can
able to
understand it.
understand it.
That's how it should be.
That's the way it's supposed to be. But it's not. When you go into court, it's King James
Yeah, you
version.
feel like,
The these and thous.
may I have more?
Yes, govern me harder, daddy. Anyway,
Once
So-
you cross the bar, like the sandbar.
yes,
When you
and
go
then you're
there,
in their
and then
land.
once you
Submit,
choose to participate,
submit.
we got you now. Stand out there and say, I'm here because I want to be here, not because you made me be here. And guess
So-
what? I'm not, your authority does not matter. But anyway, that's all.
Because they lost their royalty in World War I. They had to have World War II to try to get it back. And now that's where we are now. Anyway, it's this whole mind-blowing whole concept. I know I'm not explaining it all properly right now. But look into all this, watch the video, and then he starts talking about you're good.
Lisa
He's
goes out the window.
explaining all this stuff, and they're talking about where we are and why we are where we are. So look into all this. We don't have to talk about it right now. We're becoming inebriated, but I'm just saying. I think we're close to the end,
I think so. I mean,
and
a lot of
at the
things are.
beginning.
It really is. It's the end of the beginning or the beginning of the end. Which is it? I don't know. You look at 2012, the Mayan prophecy, the calendar's going to end. Oh, it's going to end on this day, right? No, it's not. But it's almost as though it was,
$1
a
beer in the
shift.
bar right now. We should make an announcement.
Well, I don't have any lunches. I'm pretty cheap.
Why not?
I don't know. Paulie P might go over here and get a 12 beers and I sell them for $2 after, at 6 o'clock.
Holy Mike.
Trying to make
It's officially happy hour.
it's officially happy hour
Happy
at the
hour.
not Westwood bar, but the Metamora bar. So if
Yeah.
you take wait, hang on, I can't do it. I'm trying to Spock it a little bit. If you take a W for Westwood and turn it upside down, it's an M for Metamora.
Or mighty.
Am I right? Or Mighty? Yes.
Team mighty.
Or Wounds.
All the fun. All the
I'll tell you
fun.
what, everybody's having a good time.
Everyone's having
They
a great
really
time.
are.
Yeah.
Beautiful people in this. Absolutely beautiful. Paulie's all right. But,
I love it.
Paulie's great.
I love Polly too.
Would they get a pizza? Bringing out the rack. What you drinking, Parker? Same old. I'll tell you what.
Don't set it down.
Maybe I should have talked about Parker on the live stream, but I had no idea Parker was going to roll in, and then all of a sudden I'm like, "Come on,
We got
man!"
surprises.
It's
Yeah.
like Sweet Home Alabama.
We had a couple of surprises. We had extra little friends that showed up that we were super surprised to see and very happy to see. It was good. Yes, Monica, I totally believe that. I do believe that. And I'm so excited for my children, my future grandchildren one day. I think it's like such an exciting time to live and to be aware that that's happening. Like, and our community is going to be part of the people that we're going to be some of the people that help guide the rest of humanity, because we're going to know what's going on. You know, oh, this is a little puppy coming. So cute. Warriors, great meetup. I wonder what Uncle Steve drove to the bar.
Yeah,
If I don't drink too much, I might get to drive it home.
She's like,
I might put
I
my
saw your
drink
hand
down.
motions and your body language. You're like,
I know. Well, depending on what he drove here, I might get to drive it
if
home.
there's anybody that Lisa looks forward to seeing,
I
it's
love
Uncle
Uncle
Steve. It's like, what kind of hot rod device, magical motion machine
So
is he going to bring this to?
he's a motorcycle racer, hot rod racer.
Drag, stripping,
Yes. And so he'll
coin flipping.
he will bring fast cars for me to drive. Anyway, he's
Beef steak chipping,
yes, he's my friend.
wood chipping. He used to cut a lot of wood. Anyway,
Good guy. I think that's it.
that's all I got. I got nothing.
Part of the problem when we do this, I come in early because I can't wait to see my best friend, my Westwood.
Oh.
And
The lovely Litecoin Lisa right here. Subscribe. Hit the thumbs up.
subscribe.
All the things. Hit the
Clint
bell.
Westwood.
All the
Go to
things.
clintwestwood.net.
Don't worry about
There's
it. Forget
tons of
about it.
great
Forget
resources.
about it.
You can find all the information there. There's tons of great resources. The plethora of information.
I'll tell you what, I need to switch it up a little bit and have a Scotch tasting rating channel, and I probably get a lot of views.
Oh, that would be
Then tie a little
interesting.
crypto in now and then. Throw a little dog man and Sasquatch in there.
You could do that.
feel
That
like
would be
you're in
fun.
there.
People would like that. Or do a cigar review.
Cigar reviews, Scotch.
You could get a
cigars.
sponsorship.
Oh, you want it. I'm gonna get free cigar.
Free cigar. Free cigar.
People, Jake's Custom Parts. I'll tell you what. He's
Yeah.
usually in the chat.
He's a
He
new
brought me some cigars.
member.
And I'm
Our
like,
new
I know
visitor.
how much those cigars cost. We're talking cigars I would never pay for myself. And to me,
It's a little cheap.
an amazing thing. But that's it. It's just like people want to, I don't know. People are so good. There are so many good people out there that are so just, blow your mind.
Hey,
They really do. And Jake's Custom Parts, I'm going to shout him out. Check him out and follow him.
Okay. Jake's Custom Parts on Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Search it up. He's got a YouTube channel, I think, too.
Search it up.
Search it up. Do your own research. DYOR.
All right.
I think we got a home football game tonight. They could get nuts here a little bit later. Yeah, when the sun goes down, I'll still be drinking.
Oh my gosh.
Lord.
It's pretty busy in here
I know,
now.
it's
I
hot.
don't know.
It's
All right.
hopping more than a Pepe. Oh,
All right. All right. Thank you guys all for joining us. We hope that you get to the next meetup. We will be hosting another one in the spring, hopefully in Arkansas.
1 million, $1 trillion. Oh, 5 cherries and blueberries. Oh yeah, get them.
Get it?
This is a great seat. All the window. I'm just entertained. Are you entertained? This is like a 150-inch live stream TV. It's like, oh,
Are
you
we
need YouTube.
not
I don't need all this. It's like boom.
Boom. Boom. See you later.
And drink till she's cute.
Oh, wait. I want to do my.
Don't have to drink much.
They murdered my family. They thought they murdered me. My actions are not vengeance. No, not vengeance. Punishment.
Telling you that. Do you get it? We are in a war. It's a digital war. You just watch what happened a couple minutes ago, and then you're wondering, but why doesn't he tell us this detail right here? Why? Why the fuck do you think I don't? Are you pissed yet? You've got days to save your country. And when people do what they have to do, don't be fussing like somebody is overstepping the line. If you hear that from somebody, tell them to shut the fuck up and get out of our face. We're not letting the seal stand. Take that and stuff it right up your ass. It's not gonna happen. Am I being clear enough for me?
Listen.
My administration will be here for you every single step of the way. We've done everything we can do, and now we're just waiting for the storm. And I guess it's right behind me. It's following me.
We're on the front lines of the most important battle in history, and it is the battle to save democracy and freedom and human liberty and human dignity from this totalitarian cartel that is trying to rob us simultaneously in every nation in the world of the rights that every human being is born with. So thank you for your courage, thank you for your commitment, and thank you for your brotherhood. And I can pledge to you that I will go down dying with my boots on, fighting side by side with all of you to make sure that we return these rights and preserve them for our children. And I will see all of you on the barricades. Thank you.
I'm gonna pull the whole thing down. I'm gonna bring the whole fucking diseased, corrupt temple down on your head. It's gotta be biblical.